Love him or fear him, one thing's for sure. Vladimir Putin is one of the most powerful and mysterious figures of the 21st century. But behind the stone-cold stare and iron grip on Russia lies a web of secrets you've probably never heard of. Here are 10 shocking facts about Vladimir Putin that'll leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the man behind the Kremlin. Stick around, because number 10, you won't believe it. Number 1. Before Putin ruled Russia, he was trained to watch it from the shadows. After graduating from Leningrad State University with a law degree, Putin didn't head into courtrooms. He was recruited straight into the KGB, the Soviet Union's feared intelligence agency. For 16 years, he served as a spy, watching, listening, infiltrating, a man trained in secrecy, destined to one day lead a nation. Number 2. Putin isn't just a master of manipulation. He's multilingual. He's fluent in German and speaks English conversationally, though he rarely does publicly. In East Germany, he served as an undercover translator for the KGB in Dresden, a Cold War hotspot where tensions were razor-sharp. He once described the fall of the Berlin Wall as a moment when no one was in charge. That moment stayed with him and shaped his views on leadership and control. Number 3. His rise to power was unexpected. In 1999, Russia was in crisis, corruption, conflict, collapse. Then out of nowhere, President Boris Yeltsin appointed a quiet, little-known former spy as prime minister, Vladimir Putin. Just months later, Yeltsin resigned, handing over the presidency. Putin stepped in and never stepped back. He quickly gained popularity during the brutal Second Chechen War, showing strength, control, and a willingness to act decisively. The Russian people saw a leader who wouldn't blink. Number 4. He had a tragic childhood. Putin's stoic demeanor may come from a childhood scarred by tragedy. He was the third son in his family, but the only one to survive. His brother Albert died in infancy. His other brother Victor died during the siege of Leningrad, a brutal World War II blockade that starved the city. The trauma of war and loss left a permanent mark and shaped Putin's worldview of strength and survival. Number 5. A family hidden in shadows. Putin married Lyudmila Skrebneva in 1983. Together, they had at least 2 daughters, but you'll never see them in public. The Kremlin keeps their identities heavily guarded. No official photos, no public roles. In 2014, the couple quietly divorced. Putin rarely speaks about his family. When asked, he once replied, "I have a private life in which I do not permit interference. It must be respected." Number 6. President, Prime Minister, President again. Think Putin left power? Think again. In 2008, term limits forced Putin to step down, so he became Prime Minister, while his close ally Dmitry Medvedev served as President. In 2012, they switched roles again. Putin returned to the presidency, stronger than ever. Critics call it power recycling. Supporters call it stability. Either way, he's been the face of Russia for over 2 decades. Number 7. Secret baptism. Despite his KGB background, in an atheist state, Putin is deeply religious. He was secretly baptized as a baby in a Russian Orthodox church, an act that could have been dangerous in Soviet times. Today, he frequently appears with church leaders, lights candles, and has called faith a personal compass. This combination, religion and authoritarian power, creates a complex image of Putin, part czar, part secret believer. Number 8. Is Putin the richest man on earth? Officially, Putin earns about $140,000 a year, but unofficially, analysts estimate his hidden wealth could be as high as $200 billion, tied up in luxury yachts, palaces, and secret offshore accounts. While the Kremlin denies it, investigations, including the Panama Papers, suggest a network of oligarchs managing assets possibly linked to him. Number 9. Linked to mysterious deaths. Over the years, numerous journalists, opposition leaders, and former spies have died under highly suspicious circumstances. Names like Alexander Litvinenko, poisoned with polonium in London, or Anna Politkovskaya, a journalist gunned down in Moscow. While direct links to Putin are unproven, the pattern has led many to ask, is dissent a death sentence in Putin's Russia? And now, number 10. This one may shock you. In 2007, Time magazine named Vladimir Putin their Person of the Year. Why? Because he brought stability back to Russia, albeit through authoritarian means. Time didn't celebrate him, they acknowledged him. Influence, not morality, is what earns that title. Bonus fact: his grandfather served Stalin and Lenin. Putin's grandfather, Spiridon Putin, was the personal chef to not one, but two Soviet dictators, Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin. Imagine growing up in a family that literally cooked for tyrants. The legacy of power runs deep. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell, because this is just the beginning of what they don't want you to know.